Hey there, everybody out there, YouTube land. It is Normac, and I am back with another video. How are you guys been doing? I've been meaning to ask you guys that for a while now. I know I've been off grid for a couple of months, just dealing with some issues of my own. Yeah, how are you guys? I want to know how my subscribers are, all 14 of you. Anyway, I have a couple of things on my mind, and before I get to that, there's another topic I'm going to be discussing in this video, and it's more of a experience or experiences that I've had throughout my life with the paranormal. Anyway, my point to that is that's going to be after my first thing here, first and second. The whole I'm not usually into the politics area. That's not my topic of discussion on these videos. Obviously, through the vape reviews and the device reviews. Excuse me. But yeah. So my first topic is the shutdown. Yeah, I'm going to be getting into that. Why? He's throwing a fit. Donald Trump is throwing a fit. That's all it is. He's not getting his $5.7 billion that he wants to build for his wall. And, you know, whatever side believes what is right, whatever. I don't really care either way. It affects me in no form or fashion. I don't mess with drug cartels. I don't mess with terrorists. And okay, now let's be, technical here. Of the 4,000 people they caught last year, none of them were terrorists. They were all Mexican, not even refugees. They're all Mexican people and El Salvadorians trying to get out of their country because of the drug trade, sex slave trade, shit like that. So they're looking for amnesty. But at the same time, I understand. I understand the influx of people who are undocumented. I understand that the whole thing. Put money into better securement of the border. You can build fences every 100 miles, and then and 50 miles between that you can have 2 stations. That way there's 50 miles stretched being monitored all the fucking time. Have it in 6-hour shifts. Have 4 patrols a day, and each patrol has 10, 15 people. And they all take part of that 50 miles. High-tech binoculars, it's not that expensive. It's not like they don't live out there anyway. Come on now. It boggles the mind. Anyway, that was that. And also on the same topic, the shutdown, IRS had to make 90% of their workers go home without pay. It's affecting Social Security. It's going to affect food stamps. It's going to affect housing assistance. It's going to affect, just in food stamps alone, there's 38 million people, at least. That's what the numbers show anyway. There's at least 37.5 million people. And he's throwing a temper tantrum. It's going to affect millions. It's not just him it's affecting. And that's what he thinks, is that it's going to affect him and just him. No. You're doing this to millions of people. 1/10 the country. 1/10 the country. This is asinine horse crap. And people voted for this man. I'm sorry, I don't mean to go on a tirade. But, yeah, I know there's people that, take advantage of the situation and they abuse the help that they're receiving from their state or their county or their country, whatever. I understand all that crap. But here in the United States, there's, I don't know, 10% of that number, 1%, half of a percent that abuses it. Those people have been caught. It's all on paper trail. Duh, it's all in the system. They get caught. And the people that aren't doing stupid crap, they don't get caught because they're not doing the stupid crap. That's the point. And there's people out there that want to sit there and complain that, oh, people on welfare, Yes, I understand your argument. But do you know how small that number is compared to the rest of the U.S.? Not to mention, let's look at other stuff. Nobody looks at the cop corruption. Just this year, there's 2 people. Oh, shit, what was it? It was like representative of the House or some crap like that. It had to do with, like some medical thing. I'll have to look it up and I'll put the link in the description if I can find it. But 2, they just got indicted. 1 got 15 years. That's political corruption right there. It doesn't matter how you look at it. It's political corruption on a smaller scale. See? Smaller scale. Key word. It means it's a small part of a bigger problem. You're looking at the details. You're not looking at the bigger picture. Nobody does. It's the funniest thing to sit there and watch CNN. Nobody looks at the facts. It's so funny to watch CBSN's corporate broadcasting shithead network. Yes, I have names for the letters, even though their names are what they are demarked on their placards and whatnot. I gave them new ones. But yeah, CNN, ASBC, ESPN, all of them, they all have a type of news. Whether it be sports, weather, it's all programming. It's just fear-mongering to begin with. And okay, now before I let this run too long, I'm going to get onto my story that I was going to talk about. So, the story I'm going to talk about, it happened when I lived in California. Now I live in Idaho. I've been living here since 2008, so that's been 11 years. It'll be 11 years this October. It's now 2019. Wow. I started my YouTube channel out here in Idaho. And, yeah, I wouldn't change anything. I haven't had really that much influx of viewers. I mean, just recently my channel started blowing up, and it feels great, actually. And, you know, genuinely, at first I did this for myself. And then I started gaining some subscribers. It's just a handful of people, but at the same time, that's still a good confidence booster. Hey, I got some people that like what I'm talking about. At least in one video. And I hope to get to know some of my first viewers. I would like to get to know you guys. And as well as we're on that topic, the people that have subscribed to me, thank you. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you all 14 of you. And when there's 1,400 of you, I'm going to appreciate you. When there's 14,000 of you guys, I'm going to appreciate every single one of you. And it doesn't matter how big or how small my channel ends up being after, let's say, the next year. I will still appreciate everybody that gave whatever time they end up giving to my videos. And onward, upwards to the topic. So, yeah, this started in about 2000. The year 2000. So 19 years ago. I'm about to be 31. I was 12. I feel old now. But anyway, that's besides the point. Just after a few years, strange things started happening. It was weird. I don't know whether it was from negative energy that probably didn't help the situation, but it probably didn't help the situation, if you see what I mean. There's 2 different sections to that. And how I mean that is not only will it not hinder, it won't make it better. Like, that's how I mean it. Anyway, so we move in, we're living there, we have our dog baby girl. That's where she got taken. And after baby girl was taken, and she was our red-nosed pit bull, beautiful honey-colored, like honey gold brown fur, honey gold brown eyes. She was a gorgeous pit bull. She's the sweetest dog, and I'm getting off topic. No, it's just I would hear things at night, and I would see things going on. And one night, I was probably 14, so 13 maybe. So my shithead actual sister. Anyway, that's a whole different story. Anyway, I come out one night to use the bathroom, and I see this silhouette. All the lights were off, and I see a body silhouette walk past me. Well, not once, but twice that happens, not in the same night. It was that night, and then a night or two later, I see it again. But this time it's looking dead at me with red glowing eyes. And I think to myself, I need to go look in Bria's room, see if that was her, because that was creepy as fuck. She's in her bed sleeping. And I went back in my room, because I'm like, no, I'm not going to the bathroom. I'm not doing that right now. There's something back there, and I don't want to be back there, because I feel the energy, and it don't like me. It don't like me at all. I don't think it liked anybody in that house. That's why so much bullshit happened in that house. So, in order to understand whether this be supernatural or extranatural, meaning if you believe it enough and you have enough people believing it, it actually happens. Kind of like, I don't know if anybody's ever seen the movie The Apparition. If not, go look it up. Find that movie. If you have to buy it, it's probably only $4 at Walmart at this point. If you can find it there, you can probably find it online too for maybe a little bit more, like $6. But it's worth that amount of money to just at least watch it once. And if you don't like it, give it to a friend. You know, just be like, hey, can I have like $3 for that? I paid like $6. It works out. Anyway, the people that do know what I mean by that is what I'm about to tell the people who don't know. So what the people who don't know about that movie is it's like a whole thought process thing. And the thought process is like you focus your energy on something, right? It happens. So that happens with your thoughts too. If you can get your thoughts thinking that way, it's a little warm in here. I'm going to have to turn the fan on. I don't know how well y'all are going to be able to hear me. Go ahead and open that. I'll be right back. I'll let this room air out a bit. It's getting warm in here. I am back! Where was I? So, okay. She was in her bed, and that freaked me out. I went back in my room and stayed there for like 2 hours. So at this point, I really have to go. So I just bolted. I had this little pen flashlight thing that I had found at school. I guess it was I guess it was probably the janitor's. I don't know. I'll never know. I kept it. It worked for a good long while. Kept it for like a year. Nobody ever knew I had it. Go figure. So a couple of nights go by and nothing happens except for creaks and cracks. It was an older house. It's probably like 35, 40 years old. So it's been there a minute, and I have a question. Have any of you ever lived in a house that was kind of run down, then you move and you go and see it a few years later, it's all renovated? Couldn't they have figured that out before you moved in? Have a nicer house to live in? Not have to deal with creaks and cracks and noises, and the stuff I was going through did seem excuse me, did seem very paranormal at that point in time. And to me, it still seems that was the case. Now, like I said, a couple of nights go by, nothing happens. A couple more nights go by, nothing happens. One day, my mom's friend came to my door and said, "You got to come look at this. You need to come here. Look at your mom's security monitor." So I go in there with her and my mom, and there's this face in the camera, and it was morphing. Old man, young man, little boy. Old man, young man, little boy. Old man, young man, little boy. And it would just cycle and cycle and cycle. And so we're sitting there watching this for a good 10 minutes. We're all seeing this. Me, my mom, and her friend were sitting there watching this, at least a 10-minute stretch. And we looked at each other and said, "What the hell is this? What the hell is this?" And so, after this story, I will give you context as to why I think it's just a whole... People probably call it mass hysteria or group hysteria. That house had to be haunted. That's the only way I can think about it. To me, at least, I know there's going to be people that come across this video and they're going to be a little skeptical. I understand the skepticism because there's a lot of evidence that there's something here, but a lot of people say, "Oh, now that there's Photoshop, we can't really tell what's real." Yeah, we can. We can have somebody look at it who's a digital analyst. Duh. But, yeah. So about a week goes by after that. I'm in my room, lights off, and I'm laying on my bed when I hear something in the room with me. I'm the only one in the room at this point. We still had baby girl at this point. No, we didn't. I'm sorry. That's right, she had already been taken at this point. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not in the right mind today. Shit's going down and whatever. Whatever, I don't care about it really. Anyway, so I hear something in the room moving, and it's freaking me out. And I'm so sorry. Something grabbed my leg, and I ended up across the room. And it scared me so bad, I just stayed in bed the rest of the night in the corner by both of the windows where the light was touching me. I just flipped open both my curtains, opened the windows, let air in, and I just sat there for the rest of the night until the sun came up. And nothing happened after that. It was really strange. Really strange. So my explanation to what I was going to say after that is there had been a lot of drug use in that house. My mom was addicted to methamphetamine when we lived in California. And I'm going to admit right here, right now, I tried it about 2 or 3 times. It's not something I'm proud of. And, yeah, I don't know if that was because of what was in the air in that house. I don't know if you can see that, but my camera's moving back and forth. What is that? Whoa, the movement on this camera is weird. Anyway. So that's my little story. I've got more. If you want to ask me questions, go ahead and ask them down in the comment section. If you like this video, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you did subscribe, if you did not subscribe, go ahead and stay and watch some more of my videos. I'm sure you'll find something on here that you like, and the ones that you do like, go ahead and comment on that video. If you don't end up commenting, at least thank you for your time, and as always, ciao for now.